I'm Mine, and this is set number 60361, Ultimate Stunt Riders Challenge from the LEGO City theme. This set contains 385 pieces, 4 minifigures, and will retail for $99.99 in the US. This set, of course, does not officially release until March 1st, 2023, but it was sent to me early by the LEGO Group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. In case you missed it, LEGO actually sent me early review copies of all 4 of the upcoming March LEGO City Stuntz sets. I already have some reviews up on the channel, and there's more coming soon, so if you want to see more, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, because that helps support me and lets me know that you guys want to see more, and it'll also help put those videos in your feed as soon as they're posted. But with all that being said, let's get on to the review. So here is the main build of the Ultimate Stunt Riders Challenge, and as I mentioned in previous videos, LEGO sending me these sets is really my first experience with like the full-size LEGO City Stuntz sets. You can see this one is in 2 different sections. There's like a giant loop with a ring behind it, and then there's like a larger tower that has like a spaceship on top. However, this set is $100, or I guess $99.99, and that is absolutely absurd for what you get here. The reason why I hadn't tapped into LEGO City Stuntz before was because it was so expensive, but yeah, finally having this new wave in hand, it's still absurdly expensive. This should be maybe $60 max. It's less than 400 pieces, so just piece count wise, this should probably be about 40, but given that there is a lot of big pieces, I could see maybe like 60 for this, but 100 is just, what are they even doing? Why is this $100? So yeah, right off the bat I wanted to mention, price is definitely the biggest issue with this set, but now let's take a look at the actual builds up a little bit closer. Let's see if they're actually any good regardless of price. So the first build is this trans blue loop for the bikes, and I mean this is a classic like stunt course. I had like Hot Wheels toys when I was a kid, and obviously those were for cars, but I remember thinking things like this were the coolest thing, so having them for LEGO City Stuntz is cool. Now there have already been other stunt sets with loops like this, so if you already have the other ones, this is a little less exciting. As this is my first time getting it, I still think it's pretty cool. Then there's also a ramp on the side, and a ring on the other side, so I guess you could have one bike like going around the big loop, and another bike sort of like hopping through the center, and I think it's fun the way those two are integrated, but if you wanted to, you can also separate that purple loop, just detach the ramp right here, and the purple loop build out the back right here, so if you want this to be like its own little obstacle on its own, that's something you can do. You can also adjust the height of the ring if you want, just by removing some of these 2x4 bricks, but yeah, there's not a ton to this build, you just got some lightning pieces coming out. That's a cool touch, but it is very simple, very similar to the things you get in other LEGO City Stuntz sets. And then the loop does have like this big blue platform right here, and then the loop itself is trans blue, which I believe is a new color for it, but yeah, other than that, it's just the same as every other LEGO City Stuntz loop. We'll take a look at how the bikes actually work on it in a moment. For now, I just want to go through all the actual builds, because the final build in this set is this tower, and the idea is you'd have the bike go up the ramp at the bottom, and it's supposed to fly all the way up to the top, and at the very top there's a spaceship with an alien in it, and I think this is actually a very cute build. I appreciate that it actually gives some theming to this, because especially in some of the smaller stunt sets, I don't know, they kind of feel a little bit lifeless, there's no real theme, so giving it the spaceship theme, it's kind of fun. Gives you an objective to work towards. But yeah, the bike's supposed to fly up the tower, and when it reaches the top, it'll actually bump the spaceship up, and if it hits it hard enough, that'll actually pop that alien out. But I think the little alien build's very cute. I like it a lot. But I think overall, visually, this tower looks pretty good. The highlight is, of course, that spaceship at the very top, but I like the use of the trans blue pieces and the lime green rings. I don't know, it has a unique identity, and I think it does a decent job of setting itself apart from, like, other, like, stunts builds. So I'm happy it's here. The, like, arrows that point up are a cool touch, too. But yeah, again, I don't have a ton to say about it because there's just not a ton of pieces here. Here's the very bottom, though, with the ramp, and that's how the bike can actually go up. So the set comes with 2 bikes, and they're a mixed bag. Starting with the magenta one, I find this one a little bit uninteresting, just because it has no printing or anything, so it just feels like a very generic bike. They're, of course, all flywheel bikes, which if you don't know how they work, you're able to sort of charge them up and then launch them across the ground, and that is, of course, always very fun. But just visually, this bike, I don't know, there's better ones out there. Magenta's a fun color, I guess, but I wish there was some sort of printing. There's an interesting shape to it at the very least. But then the other bike I find to be a lot cooler. They have the LEGO Racers Rocket Racer logo on the side. You can see on one side's red, the other side's blue, and those are, of course, printed, and that goes along with the minifigure, who we'll take a look at a little bit later. But yeah, I think that makes this bike super cool, and a fantastic inclusion in this set. And of course, once again, it's got that same flywheel. But now let me show you how each of the bikes work in the obstacles. First, we'll start with the purple ring. I don't actually think we'll be able to get through with it like this. I probably have to either lower the ring or move the ring back. So for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to reattach to the big blue loop for now. But anyway, let's try to get the bike to actually go through. Ooh, okay, I missed that one. Nope, not fast enough. There we go. Then, of course, we have the actual big blue loop. Nope. There we go. The loops are simple, but they really are a lot of fun. I mean, there's no way to not love that. It's just super cool to see the bike go all the way around. And then, of course, finally, we have the tower. So let's see if we can get this one to work. Alright, I think I'm done with that for now. I was able to get that to work when I initially built it, so I know it does work, but it definitely takes a lot of playing around. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. While these stunt sets are fun, they kind of like stain my light box when they go too fast. Like they leave little black streaks everywhere, so I really don't want to make this any dirtier than it already is. But no, I mean, the stunt sets are meant to be a challenge, right? It's not supposed to be like, oh, you just do it and it's super easy. It's about getting that perfect shot. And I think that does make for a very fun toy. Like, I do know it does work. You just gotta be persistent about it. So no, I do still think that's very fun. And you can see I got close, right? I actually did hit it a few times. I just didn't get it at the right angle or with the right force. But anyway, there is one more thing you can do with this set, because you can actually combine the tower with the loop. If you take this blue platform out the front of the loop and remove like the ramp to get on and off right here, and then at the base of the tower remove the orange part of the ramp, you can now reconnect those two pieces and make one giant course instead. So let's try this. Let's see if it makes any difference. Will I actually be able to get the spaceship this time? All right, let's give this a shot. Nope. Alright, that's not happening, but you guys get the idea, right? I will say, if you guys get this set, it probably will be easier for you than it is for me, because you can orient this in a way where you can, like, place the thing directly on. Right now, I'm trying to get a good angle with the camera of the entire thing, while also fitting this in my light box, so it's a bit more difficult to me, because I sort of have to angle myself in an awkward way. So that's why I was able to find success when I was just building this myself, and not when I was filming. I like being able to show it off with the camera, but unfortunately I was not able to do it in this case. But yeah, if you guys were to get this set, I assume with enough time and perseverance, you'd be able to get it. But anyway, that's about it for the main build of the set, so now let's take a look at the minifigures that it comes with. So here are the first two minifigures in the set, the two biker minifigures. We have this one who's sort of in a spacesuit, and then the other one is of course the rocket racer character. Starting with the one in the spacesuit, I mean, I think it's good. Interesting colors here with the teal and the purple. I'm happy to see that the purple air tanks are in another set, they're not just in the one Chinese New Year set, so this provides a nice alternative way to get those if you wanted them for like a classic purple spaceman. Interesting torso design, very sci-fi, I think it looks good. And this helmet piece I believe originated from Nexo Knights, I want to say, but I think it fits in pretty well here for just a sci-fi version of a biker helmet. Taking that helmet piece off, you can see her full face print, which actually got some sort of headband at the top of her head. I've never seen that face print before, but it's an interesting new variant, and I actually kind of like it. No alternate face or anything. And then there's the back torso print, which is a very similar design. Yeah, just very sci-fi-esque. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit flat, but that's not the biggest deal, and I think that's fine for LEGO City. But then the other minifigure, the one inspired by the LEGO Racers Rocket Racer. This guy is awesome. He's of course got the Rocket Racer logo in the center, but I think the coolest part about him is he actually comes with arm printing. Now, arm printing in LEGO City is kind of unheard of. I don't know when they've ever done that, but I'm really glad they did, because yeah, it fits this figure perfectly and just makes it feel like extra special. He uses like a classic LEGO biker helmet, but then the visor that he has on it is actually printed. It's just got streaks of red and blue, and that gives him a really cool and unique look. Gunmetal is a great color for the torso too, because it's very similar to the black, especially with the black printing on top. It just gives him like that extra little bit of detail. And then removing his helmet, he's got a really great face print too, full of personality, and alternate face even as well. Decent back torso print too, not as interesting as the front, but I mean it still fits him well. And then no leg printing, which is a little bit disappointing, but honestly it still fits fine. I'll take the arm printing over the leg printing easily. So yeah, I think these are two both very unique racers. This one is solid, but it's not my favorite, but this one I really love. I think it's super well done. Whether you care about the reference or not, this is just a good figure in its own right. I think it fits the Stuntz theme really well, and it's just a great LEGO minifigure all around. Oops, actually real quick, one thing I forgot to mention, these two both come with alternate hair pieces as well if you don't want to display them with their helmets. I'm happy that option's there, but I think they definitely look better with their helmets. But yeah, I'm glad they included that. And then the other two minifigures in the set, we have like an announcer or a judge, and then we have a photographer. The announcer minifigure I think is pretty solid. I'm not the biggest fan of the face print on her. Its face print's been around for a little bit, but I don't know, it's just not my favorite expression. Her hairpiece though is really interesting. I'm not sure if it's new for this set, but it's personally my first time getting it. But it's a hair hat combo piece where she's got like this yellow beanie and like this curly brown hair coming out. I think that looks amazing, super well designed, great texture to it. Her torso print's just that teal jacket that's been used on tons of just generic LEGO City figures. And then her leg print I don't recognize, but I think it's pretty cool with like the ripped pants and the lime green belt. Definitely fits this character pretty well. And then in terms of accessories, she comes with of course a trophy and then just a little gray microphone. Removing her hairpiece, there we get to see the full face print. Yeah, again, I'm just not a huge fan of that expression with the one eyebrow up. And then turning around, there's the back of that jacket, if you're curious how that looks. And then the photographer is basically just generic LEGO City parts. That jacket piece, I think, originated in Hidden Side. So the most interesting part about this guy, at least in my opinion, is the face print, because this is a reprint of the Cyrus Borg face print. Well, it's not like officially Cyrus Borg, but it came in a City set earlier this year, and it's a face print that Ninjago fans have been saying, like, oh, makes for the perfect custom Cyrus Borg, but it had only come in one City set previously, so it's awesome to get it in a second one here. So yeah, I mean, he's a perfectly fine, just generic civilian. I just don't have a ton to say about them. And so, overall, what are my thoughts on this set? I mean, it's fun, but it's also $100. So even if you don't care about prices, I still don't recommend this set, because this price is just way, way, way too high. It is like more than double what it should be. Like, it is fun, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but unless you find this on super clearance, there's really no reason to pick it up. There's other stunt sets that accomplish a similar thing, and those sets are also overpriced, but they've been out for a little while, so you could probably find them on sale. So if you really want like a LEGO City Stuntz set that does something like this, I'd recommend you get one of the earlier ones, or just wait on this one for like a year, because I guarantee it will not be this price forever, because this is just way too much money. Yeah, I don't know, it's rare that I say do not buy this set, the price is that bad, because a lot of times, I don't know, even if a price is bad, there's still reasons to justify getting it, but that's not the case at all. This is silly that this is $100. I don't know what LEGO is thinking. Minifigure selection is alright, like great figures, but only 4 figures for $100. I don't know, from top to bottom, it's just embarrassing that LEGO's charging this much money for this. So while I do like what you get in the set, there is no world where I ever recommend this. But of course, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I think that's about all I have to say. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!